Hi, this is the second in a series of videos, and what it is meant to do is introduce you more to your Chromebook. I've noticed as I've been watching a lot of you play around with the Chromebooks, I've actually picked quite a few tips up from you, but I'm going to try to share a lot of what I've learned over the last couple of weeks from you and from others today in this video. So first of all, I'd like for you to direct your attention to this bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And here, this would be your login picture. You could tell how much battery life you have. As you can see, I'm charging right now. If you are connected to Wi-Fi, you will see this white and also filled to the strength of your Wi-Fi. Over here, you have a new tool that's unique to these Chromebooks. If you look in the very bottom right-hand corner of your actual Chromebook, you'll notice that there is a stylus that is tucked in on the bottom side of your Chromebook. If you click on that, you will notice that you have some tools. So if you would like to do any kind of screenshots, you have your capture screens, and I'll show you another way to do that in a little bit. You could also create a note, or if you choose laser pointer, you can use your stylus on the screen and be able to highlight or show anything that you want students to focus on. So those are some things that are pretty unique to your new Chromebooks. If you would like to create a note, what will happen is if you look at the very top of your screen up here, you will notice that this yellow shows you that it is in Google Keep. And also, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the light bulb. So any notes that you create in here will be saved to Google Keep. And I'll show you how to check that in a little bit. So you can tap on what you'd like to do. So if I'd like to write, you could tap on that. Sorry. If you are asked to do anything with a grid, you could also be writing on a grid, or if you want lined paper, you can click on that. And now you could see that you have the lined paper that you could take notes on. So that's an option for you that comes with your stylus. When you're all done, you can close it out. Now what I'd like you to do is direct your attention to the bottom left-hand part of your screen, and this is your shelf. The first thing you'll see is this circle right here. I'd like you to tap on it. And these are all the different apps that you possibly have installed or somebody has installed for you while you've ever used Google Drive or a Chromebook. So you could see that if I have 2 pages, if I can scroll down, of apps. Also, this is where you would see your camera. So here's the camera icon. So that is something that is where you'd find your camera. If you have an app that you use frequently, such as Google Slides or perhaps Google Keep, what you can do is hold down on it, tap on it, and hold down on it, and then tap on Pin to Shelf. And now you will see that Google Keep has been added to your shelf. So whenever you're using your Chromebook, all of these will always pop up and you wouldn't have to tap on your launcher. I'd like you to direct your attention to your keyboard for a second. And the very top row is known as your function keys. So you see the escape key, and then these 2 arrows right here will advance or go back to your screens on different websites. Over the number 4, you have your refresh key. So if you want your screen to refresh or start over again, you can press on that. For the box over number 5, if you click on that, you'll notice that your screen will become full screen. And if you tap on it again, it will get smaller. For 6, it will show you all the different, or the button over number 6 will show you all the different screens that you have open at a moment. Also, if you ever want to take a screenshot, you can press Control and that box over number 6. And now you could see that you have taken a screenshot, and you can copy it to your clipboard and then paste it in a document if you'd like. This would be similar to if you took a screenshot on your iPad last year. Continuing on, over 7 and 8, you have your brightness buttons, and those are helpful if you are trying to save your battery life. And then you also have your volume keys, and if you need to mute. And your final button, this one says power, but on your screen, it is a lock screen, so that if you want to keep your computer open but not have people be able to access what you're doing, you can lock it. So this top row is known as your function row, and please feel free to use it. Another thing that I'd like you to check out, if you tap on Chrome, and then in Chrome, you'll notice in the very corner, you have these 3 dots. Those are your settings keys. If you could tap on that for a moment, and I'd like for you to go down to settings, please, and tap on it. Most of these settings have been set by our school district, but there's one that might be helpful for those of you who have a tricky password. So if you scroll down to where it says password and forms, and then go to manage passwords, you can make sure, if you would like to, you could turn this on. So this switch would be turned on, and this will remember all the passwords that you use. So you could see that all the passwords, I've set actually quite a few to save so that I don't have to remember my passwords. So that's just a little tip in case you have a tricky password. Finally, I'd like for you to check out your bookmarks bar. The bookmarks bar looks like this right here. If you cannot see that, again, you're going to tap on these 3 buttons, which is your settings. And I'd like for you to tap on bookmarks. And then you should have show bookmarks highlighted or have a check mark there. And so now you can see that they're showing. And I'm going to show you, I'd like for you to go to bookmarks. So within here, there's a couple of things that you can do to organize your bookmarks. If you want them to show up in a different order, like I use Gmail a lot, so that's my first bookmark. And then this is Moodle. If I use Moodle a lot, I can move it above my other bookmark. Another thing that you can do, if you can remember these pictures and icons, so this is Gmail and Moodle and Perham Schools and Google Drive and Facebook. If you can remember your icons and you want to fit more in, you can click on Edit. And here you can see that I have no name showing. So you can keep this blank or delete what's ever in there and then click Save. So for instance, if I have Google Classroom right here, I can click on this and click on Edit, and I can delete the word Classroom and hit Save. And now I go out of this. And in my bookmarks bar, you will see that just the icon is showing and no words. Please take a moment to go through your bookmarks bar and make sure that you clear out ones that you do not use anymore, especially if you would have a lot of games. You may want to ask teachers which websites you'll be using frequently. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please check with your teacher, or you can find me in the Library Media Center. Thank you.